Hi crafters, welcome back and thanks for joining me today. This is Jonna with Purple Girl Crafts. Today we're going to make this triangle card. Now this card requires no die cuts. It will close on the sides with Velcro. So as you can see here, you just attach it to the side on both sides. And then once it's attached, and I'm just making sure those are secure, it will display like this. So it'll display standing up. This card measures about 5 by 7, and again, it requires no die cuts. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we need is our scoreboard. And for our first piece, this is going to be cut at 6 by 8, and on the 8-inch side, we are going to score this at 4 inches. Centimeters will be at the top, inches will be at the bottom. Then we're going to turn this, and we're going to mark this at 3 inches on both ends. So this is what you should have. And then we're going to score these from those points down to the fold on each side. So we're going to do this, we're going to score this 4 times. So I'm just going to lay this on my scoreboard. I'm going to line up that yellow line with those 2 marks that I made. And then I'm just going to score that. Now on this side, I can't see it well enough, the point, so I'm just going to fold this just a little bit just so I can see where the middle of the card is. Again, line up those 2 points and then score it, and continue this all the way around till I have those 4 lines completed. Just like that. And then we'll fold this in half later, but we'll do that in a few minutes. All right, so I'm going to set that aside. Next, we need 2 pieces, and these are going to be cut at 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. On the 5 3/4 inch side, we are going to mark this at 2 7/8. You only need to do that on one side, but you need to do it on both pieces. So you need to put that mark on both. Then we need 2 pieces. This is going to be cut at 5 1/2 by 3 1/2. Again, we're going to turn that back on the 5 1/2 inch side, and we are going to mark this at 2 3/4. Again, mark both of them, but you only need to do it on one side. So we have those. So we are done with our scoreboard, so we're going to move that out of the way. We're going to grab our trimmer, and we are going to cut these. So we're going to cut from that point we made to the corner. And we're going to do 2 cuts on each piece. So I'm just going to lay this in so I'm on that mark and on the edge of that, or the end of that one, and cut it, and then turn it and cut it again so you have the other diagonal. These will be the pieces that will fit on the card. So that's what you should have. So we'll do that again on this piece. So again, just from that center point that we made out of the mark, and then just do that diagonal cut. And then we'll do it 2 more times for each of these also. And these will be for the mats. You don't have to worry about any direction because these are all the same, so it doesn't matter. Unless you had directional paper, then you would probably want to cut the opposite direction. All right, so we're going to move our trimmer out of the way, and we're going to start with the base of the card. So we're just going to fold that in half, crease that out, and then we're going to fold in those other folds and just crease them out, and we're going to do that to all 4 sides. Just like that. And then as the card folds in on itself, you can see this is the shape that you'll get. All right, so I'm just going to erase my pencil marks and keep my pencil handy. Then the dark yellow will be the mat, and then the flowers will be the layer. And then we'll do a corner piece I'm just going to lift this up just so you can see how much clearance there is. There's not much clearance. It's probably just about 1/8 of an inch. And then we put the layer on top. As you can see, it just gives that. Now you could do a bigger, smaller piece and give yourself a bigger border if you wanted to. But I like the way this one looks because it just brings that yellow out just a little bit. So we're going to start gluing these pieces down. So I'm just going to start with the 2 bigger pieces, and they're going to get glued to the bigger pieces on the card. So we're just going to glue these down. Again, I'm just going to make sure there's a border all the way around, and it's not much of a border, but it is just a little bit of a border. So just like that. So you can see it's very, very small. And I'll glue this other side on. Again, I'm just making sure I've got border all the way around just a little bit. Just like that. Okay, then for the other pieces, I'm just going to lay these and show you where they go. So I'm just going to lay these out, make sure I got them all in the right order, the right way. And then all of these will go on the top. I don't think I'm going to put the bigger piece on the bottom, so that I don't want floral on both sides. I know I'm showing it here, but I don't think I want it on the bottom. So I'm just going to lay these all out, and then I'm going to glue all of these down. Okay, and like I said, I didn't glue that last piece down because I want a different color just so I can write a message on the bottom of the card. So then these are going to get fastened down, and this is what your card should look like. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get some Velcro next. So let me just grab some. Now I have these smaller ones, and these ended up being too thick, so I grabbed some smaller or thinner ones. And I'm going to put these on. So what you're going to do is you're going to put these on the front of the card, on the inside, and we're just going to glue those right in the corner. And I'm just doing one side of the Velcro dot. But you want to make sure you're doing the front of the card on the inside. So just like that. Then I'm going to take the other side of it, of the Velcro, I'm just going to put it on top of it. This way it'll line up when I close it. Oops, wrong kind of dot. Let's get the right side of that. Okay, so once those are on, I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on each one. That just helps to keep it secure. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to take the card and we're going to fold it. So you just want to take one side to the back, and you want to line up the edge of the card, and then just secure that dot down. And then I'm just pressing it in. And then take the other side, again, just fold it on itself, and then just glue that dot, or push that dot down. So that is what the card looks like. So that will be the front of the card. And then the bottom will still have that dark yellow paper. Then I've got my decorations, which are the little alligators that I drew. I'm going to open this back up so that I can work on it while it's open and laying flat. So make sure I'm at the front of the card. So I'm going to sit him, if I can pick him up. We're going to put him on the front. Now he can go over the edge because the card is only 4 inches in height. But you make sure if you're putting this in a 5x7 envelope that you keep your dimensions within 5x7. So the card has a little bit of room on the sides because it's 6.5. No, it's 6 inches. So we have an inch play on each side, just in case something hangs over. You just want to watch when you place it that you are making sure that you're not hanging over too far. So I'm going to put the bigger piece on the front. Now, if this was smaller, it would fit just in a normal size envelope, a 6x4 envelope. But so I'm just going to turn him. I'm just kind of lining up where I want to put glue. So I'm just putting glue on the areas where I'm going to glue him. And I'm just going to stick him down right like that. And I'm going to close this and just make sure I didn't get any glue over the edges. Perfect. Yeah, I like the way that is. So now for the other one, I'm going to put one in the corner, and he's just going to be kind of hanging over the other one. And again, you just want to make sure you stay within your 6 or 7 to 5 inch boundaries. So I'm just going to glue him. I'm just going to put glue where he's going to secure to the card. Just going to put him on the edge, kind of make him lean up just a little bit. And then I make sure I do glue his nose down so that doesn't come off. Okay, that's perfect. Now for this this alligator, I think I'm going to put him on the envelope because I don't think he'll fit on here. So then I also have my sentiment, which is family time is the best time. I'm going to secure this just to the bottom here. I think I like it just right about there. I did do it at an angle when I cut it. I'm going to glue the top piece to the bottom piece first. I'm going to leave just a little bit of the brown border showing. And then we'll just glue this on here. It is going to hide some of the larger alligator's tail, but that's okay. So I just want to make sure I'm in my boundaries again. Let's just measure this before it's glued down, and we're just under 7, so we're good to go. And again, I'm going to use him for the envelope. And then again, this you could put on the inside if you wanted to, just to give the inside of the card some color. Or you could have put it on the bottom, but I just wanted the bottom to be the yellow just so I could write a message. And so I'm just going to close this just so we can see how it looks when it's complete. So that is the completed card. I might just put that just under his foot there just to help secure it just a little bit. That looks good. All right, so I want to thank you for joining me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I enjoy crafting along with you. Until next time, have a great day and see you soon. Bye-bye.